Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably tell, the lighting is substantially worse today. That's because I am filming a nighttime skincare routine. This is something that has been requested quite a bit since I started my channel a little while ago, and I finally have time to do it. Finally home alone where people aren't going to judge me for doing it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to go through what I do of a nighttime once I get home from like work, or like if I've gone out at night, which I have. Right now it is 12:08 a.m. So it is pretty late, but I'm on holidays from work, so that's okay. I've been going out, having a social life for once in my life. So just got home and I'm just going to go through what I do on a normal night. So to start with, obviously I'm putting my hair up. And no, I'm not naked, I'm wearing a bra, but I'm about to hop into the shower, so don't do that, clothes bud. My hair is up. To start with, I need to take off my makeup, and for that I'm using this dirty looking thing. It's actually very clean, it's just stained from makeup. So it's like a makeup remover cloth, I guess you could say. It's pretty sustainable. Well, it's very sustainable, way more sustainable than using makeup wipes. They are terrible for your skin, terrible for the environment, and a waste of money. These, I got a 3-pack of these and they are $30. I didn't pay for them, they're actually sent to me by the brand, which is Bisous. I don't know how to say it, but really awesome. Such a good idea. They have Afterpay, so if you can't afford $30, which I'm not judging if you can't, because like I'm on struggle street right now, but they have Afterpay, so you can pay in 4 separate payments, which is under $10 a fortnight. So good, and you save so much, because I bought these and I haven't looked back since. I never use makeup wipes anymore because they're just terrible for my skin, and I've seen such an improvement since. So small plug there, but these are really good, and it's what I'm going to use to take my makeup off now. So all I do, got the sink right under me here, so all I do is wet the cloth with a little bit of warm water. So I wet the cloth, you really can't tell it's wet, but it's just quite warm. What it reminds me of so much is when I use this is those moist warm towelettes you get on the plane when like they want to wake you up when you're like about to land, and they give you like those moist, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, so I start with my eyes, and honestly I'm just doing a tiny bit of rubbing, and it's just insane how much these take off. Like even using makeup remover wipes, I'd have to use like 2 to get my full face off. But look at that. Probably can't see that because of the bad lighting, but it's pretty much all off. I've got a bit of mascara underneath my eyes, but like I use the Anastasia. Yeah, so I've got the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and that shit is hard to get off, and that just took it all off. So I can't suggest these enough. I know there's a lot of other brands that do these. I don't know if they're as good, but I swear by these, honestly. Just go all the way down my neck, my ears a little bit. And I am using a cleanser obviously, so like I'm not like too worried if I do have a little bit of makeup underneath my eyes still. And what I usually do is, because there is 3, I usually use one side and then the next day I use the other side. I don't know if you're meant to, but it means that they last me all week and I only have to wash them once a week. Alright, well that is all my makeup off. Now let's move on to cleansing. So I'm going to do this in the shower, but I'm going to run through what I'm using at the moment. So I'm using the Dermalogica, what is it? Essential Cleansing Solution. I'm really liking this at the moment. I bought it recently because it was on sale. Dermalogica is usually pretty expensive, but this is 500 mils, which is heaps of product. And it was, I think, about $80, which is, I think it's relatively priced considering how much product you get. This is gonna last me so long, and I only use 1 pump for my whole face, like twice a day, and I've really been loving it. It's great for dry skin. It's not a foaming one. I don't want to waste it, but it's like a cream type one. It's very creamy, very lush. It feels very expensive and I've just been really liking it. There's no funny things in it. Dermalogica is pretty good, so I'm going to be using that. And then I'm going to scrub my face as well today, and for that I'm using the Frank Body Creamy Face Scrub. So I also really like this. Also really good for dry skin because it's not like dehydrating. You don't feel like you're coming out of the shower with really tight skin. I feel like my skin goes so soft. I used to use the Frank scrub on my face as well, like just the normal Frank scrub, and that used to be really good, but I kind of did dry out my skin a little bit. This, because it's like the creamy one, it is made for your face, so it's so much better. If you do react to the body scrub, don't put it on your face, use this one. It's pretty well priced. I think it's about $17 or $18, so I think that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna hop into the shower, do those, and I'll be back to show you the rest of my routine. Hello, I'm out of the shower and looking really cute, as you can see. So before I take this ridiculous shower cap off, I thought I would just show you the thing I do as soon as I get out of the shower, which is spray my face with the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. I love this so much. The reason I spray this as soon as I get out of the shower is because usually what I do is get out of the shower, obviously, spray this, dry my body off, moisturize my whole body, and I don't want my skin to dry out in the interim, so I use this on my skin just to keep it moisturized before I put on all my oils and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna do that. As you can see, I really coat my face. This is why I go through one of these every like month at the least. Alrighty, so I'm just going to moisturize my body, then I'll be back to show you what I do with the rest of my face. Okay, so next up I'm going to do a bit of a face mask. So I don't usually scrub and face mask every single night, just because it's not very good for your skin. Like, you shouldn't shampoo your hair every day, same kind of thing. So scrubbing my face is generally dependent on how my skin is feeling. If my skin is feeling really dry and flaky, I'll probably do it 3 or 4 times a week. If it's pretty normal, then maybe I'll only do it twice a week. Right now it is going through a weird stage, so I've been doing it more often just because I have been feeling weird and flaky. But the Frank one that I mentioned earlier is really, really good. It doesn't leave my skin parched. I'm not feeling like it's having a negative effect on my skin if I'm using it a little bit more. And to follow it up with that, I'm going to be using the Glow Mask. So I've been really loving this one. I've got a lot of masks at the moment. But this is one that I'm just kind of obsessed with. It smells incredible. I can't describe it because I'm just like not sure. The texture is really nice. It just doesn't look like anything special, but like when it goes on your skin, it feels so good, and I really like put a lot on, because this one, it's not a drying mask, but it does dry down semi, like it doesn't stay glossy on your skin. Like for example, the Glam Glow one, the moisturizing Glam Glow one, which I have almost used up all of, but my skin always feels amazing after I use this paired with the facial scrub. And also the good thing about this is you don't need to leave it on for too long, but also it like won't have a negative effect on your skin if you do accidentally, which I am guilty of, because I'll sit down and be like, shit, it's been half an hour. But I do have some face masks that I'll talk about that you can literally leave on as long as you like. Okay, so that is on. So this says to let it sit for 5 minutes, but I usually let it go for 10 or 15, to be honest with you. And I know you shouldn't, but I always put a little bit like residual on my fingers or my eyelids. So while I wait for this to set in, I might have a quick chat about the things I've been using lately and what I've been liking and all that kind of stuff. So I've spoken about this one non-stop. It is the Glossier Moisturizing Moon Mask. It is gorgeous. I've got a backup of it for before I go, and I've only had it for a couple of months, but I've used about half of it and I really adore it. It's one of those ones where you can keep on as long as you want and it won't affect your skin, it won't dry down or anything like that. And I really like it. It's a soothing face treatment and it's 10 out of 10. What else have I been loving lately? I've also got the Glossier Rich Priming Moisturizer. So I've also mentioned this before as well. It's like the sister to the normal priming moisturizer. It's just, as the name suggests, richer. It is gorgeous. The only thing I'll say is I have read a few reviews of people saying that they're not happy with the fact that it's got lavender oil in it or something like that. I don't really find it strong scented and I'm pretty sensitive to scents, but if you don't like lavender, maybe avoid this, but I think it's quite nice. Also, something I've recently picked up that I've only started using the last couple of weeks is the Mario Badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. Why is this not focusing? There we go. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I found that the last couple of times I've used it, I've woken up with really dry flaky eyes, and I'm not sure if this is why or if I've just had dry eyes. So I'm kind of patch testing it, waiting until my skin is really good, and then using it on that night. I might actually try it tonight, just because my skin is a little bit nicer right now, and just seeing how it goes, because two eye creams that I use is also the e.l.f. Anyway, the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream. I love this so much. It is a gorgeous eye cream. I don't know if it really does much because I'm not 75 years old, but I find that my eyes are always super moisturized when I use it. Always super nice, so I'm really into that at the moment. What else? Those are my favorites right now, to be honest. Everything else has been like just stuff that I've had for ages. So actually, I do have one more thing. Lastly, for Christmas, my boyfriend got me an amazing Drunk Elephant set. So I talk about this in a video coming up. It'll probably be up actually after this, maybe? No, this will be up. This will be up after that video. So I would have already talked about this in my upcoming video. But I'm trying to, at the moment, I'm not going to actually use these in this video just because I'm not 100% sure how I feel about them yet. And I'd rather show you guys a really reliable skincare routine that I've been using for a while that I know works. But it's really beautiful. I just find it sinks into my skin really easily. I find I need to use a lot of it, which could be a problem considering it is a very pricey product. And I've also got the Virgin Marula Luxury Oil. So this one is really nice. It feels really, I don't know, it feels nice. Like I've got a million oils and they all kind of do the same thing, but this one feels like it's really nourishing and I am liking it. But I think the standout for me is the Hydra Gel. So the thing with this one is it's super hydrating and it does say like a cool drink of water for your thirsty skin. That's totally true, but at the same time, this can't be used as a moisturizer or anything like that. It definitely has to be used under something that's super hydrating, but it's really nice. I find it works really well for me if I use it underneath a primer. So my go-to kind of routine at the moment, or for like the last few days, has been using this after I cleanse, using the Glossier Priming Moisturizer and then makeup, because I find this is just an extra layer of hydration. I don't think it has any oil in it. I'm not sure, but it's just like a gel, like it's not oily at all, and it works really well, and I'm really liking this. This is so far my favorite, but I'll give you guys an update of what I think about this Drunk Elephant stuff. Do you want to see an update? Let me know, give me a comment below, like this video, whatever, hit me up. Okay, so I'd say it's been about 5 minutes. I don't know, I could probably leave this on for longer, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to wash this off because it's been about 5 minutes, and then I'll be back to talk about the rest of my skincare routine. In my routine, I actually am going to use the Drunk Elephant Hydrogel just because I think it'll make a really nice base underneath oil and stuff. So this is what it looks like. It's not very liquidy, it's quite firm. You don't need much of it though. When I first used it, I thought I would need heaps, but it actually spreads really nicely. So, well, if it's only a smaller like travel size one, this probably lasts me a while. a while. I just really rub that into my skin. So it sinks in really fast, you don't really need to wait for it at all. So once I pop that on, I'm going to go in with the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. Really love this one, it's my favourite oil, probably of the year. It's the one I went back to most. I'm nearly finished this one. And I definitely would repurchase it. But you only need a tiny bit. I just focus on my eyes and around my eyes and my forehead because those are my driest spots. And just rub that in really well because you really want that to sink into your skin and not just sit on top of your skin, otherwise you feel like a greasy mess. Alrighty, and last but certainly not least, I'm going to use an old favourite, oldie but a goodie, the Aesop Camellia Nut. I adore this. I've been using it for years and years and years, and it's just something I keep going back to. It just never fails me. You know, like after a while, after you use certain skincare products, they just stop doing anything. This one has never done that. It always keeps me so dry. So dry. It keeps me so moisturised in the best possible way. If you have intensely dry skin, I totally suggest picking this one up because it does wonders for my skin. Okay. So that's my skincare routine, basically from what I do after I get home from work, as I said, or after a night out. That's usually what I'll do. If I'm going straight to bed, I'll put on night cream and oil, but I'm going to stay up for a little while longer and do some editing. But right before I get into bed, what I'm going to do is put some of this hyaluronic eye cream that I talked about earlier, put that on my eyelids a little bit and like down in like a triangle way, like how you would put concealer, I guess, in my under eye bags. And then I'll also use this e.l.f. Nourishing Night Cream. I'm obsessed with this. It is gorgeous. I am nearly finished it, which says a lot because I don't usually go through skincare products that quickly, but I'm like scraping it right now. I'm definitely going to repurchase this. I hope I mentioned this is my favorites because honestly, one of my skincare favorites of the year. It's amazing. And every morning I wake up after putting that on, my skin feels literally like I just moisturized, because usually I'm used to waking up with my skin being so dry, but that just, the moisture really like locks in on that one, and it's just gorgeous, and it doesn't feel too heavy. It's not super oily. It kind of reminds me of a moisturizer version of the Drunk Elephant gel. That's probably the best way I can put it, for obviously a way cheaper price. But anyway, that is my nighttime skincare routine. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.